you crafty people. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so I am going to bring you through bits and pieces of actually doing the final stuff, because I don't know that I've ever shown you guys me doing the final stuff. So, you know, this paper line, I had two of the 12 by 12 packs. One was one-sided and one was double-sided with foil, or the one-sided was with foil. So I had a lot of the tags the same from both sets. So one of the sets from the double-sided, which has not got the foil, I have one set of those, and then I have the set of the teacups, the yeah, these things. Okay. Anyway, so I have these. I'm going to do a little something special for our book. So I don't know if I'm going to get to use all of them, but I have these cut out to do something special with. So kind of hang on for that one. Then all of the other items that I had was the one page with all the little doodads, and they were the double-sided page. And so I have cut those out and inked them, and that's all I'm going to do because they are double-sided. So those are going to be placed in the book somewhere. So I have those. Then these were the 6 from the double-sided. I don't know where the other one went. Okay, well, oh, there they are. Okay, so these were the 6 that were single-sided, and no, these are the 6 double-sided ones. So those are all the teapots. Teapots, see, I got it. I knew if I wasn't thinking about it, it would just come to me naturally. And then these were the ones from the single-sided, and I just cut out the backs and glued them together and inked them. So then I have 6 of those. So I still have the 2 sets. One's going to be for something special, and then this one is to go into the book just anywhere. Now, I did use this one in the book. It's the back side. So I have 2 of these. Don't know what I'm going to do. I might end up folding one as a little booklet. Not sure. And this one, I may just use as I need bits and pieces. I didn't want to cut out 2 of exactly the same. So like if I just need a strip somewhere, I might just cut this out and use it as a strip. You know, so I'm leaving this one whole. It's just the single-sided one. This is the double-sided one. So I may come up with some place to use that. And then this I'm just going to use in the as-needed basis. And again with these, it's the single-sided one. Wherever I'm just going to pick whichever ones. These will be great for tag toppers or booklets. You know, I can just cut out the strip and put it down. So that I'm kind of leaving intact. Now, I wanted to show you how much paper I actually have left. And as far as the large sheets, I have a little bit out of this one. And then it's the clubs on the back. I have the top part of this sheet out of the single-sided papers. So again, I can cut these out as needed, or I can use, you know, just a strip of it like it's just a collage page. Then I have this one, which is the same, but this is from the double-sided. So I also can use these if I so desire, plus I have the strips on the sides. So that one, you know, we'll do with what as we can. And then this one is the hearts on one side and this on the other. So that will come in very handy. So because we've got some booklets to make, we've got tags to make, And I want to do a few of the tags are kind of going to be like frames, because I've got spots where I'm going to be using big tags like this. And if I were to do it in a kind of a frame situation, you'd be able to cut down and put close to a 4x6 on it. And then the other ones were this size, and if you remember, I covered this with black paper on both sides because there's letters cut out of the center. And so now I can decorate this. So I have, you know, been trying to go through those and use them up where I can, because I got a bunch of them for like next to nothing because nobody wanted to buy those things. So anyway, I've got a couple of the cover. See, this isn't and this isn't, but these are parts of the cover. Some of them are single-sided, some of them, see, there's the double-sided one, and I think that's the single-sided, but I definitely have things that I can use there. And then those are like the largest big pieces. That again is cover. And then the rest of this I have just a couple of long sheets. And then everything else is just bits and pieces. Just bits and pieces. So there's that. And then this is all of my, I still have this nice heart and little pieces here, strip type pieces, and then these were like the little pieces, just bits. So I think what I'm going to do with this stack is I'm going to get a couple of pieces of copy paper and just get them on there, get them down, and then so all of this will be cleaned up. And then I can cover what I want with those. Use strips of that in different places. Because I think I have enough larger pieces to do my stuff with. But I want to use it all. I want to use every bit of it. So yeah. So I'm going to go and sit with my husband in front of the TV and cover a couple pieces of copy paper. Doesn't that sound like fun? Yes. Of course it is, because we're going to use it all, people. Use it all of it. And I did get all of the pages in, so that is done. So I can just give you a quick show and tell there. And the pages are heavy. They are heavy. And then there's my back. See, that one's already decorated, and I usually don't do anything else. But then we've got this big tag, and then this big tag, which that's probably all I'll do with that one, but this one definitely needs something. So, yeah, there's lots of spaces in here that still need to have some love done to them. Yeah, I was also thinking on these corners, I may... That is going to need another little bit of glue on there. Yeah. But I was thinking on these, I may put some metal corners on them because it is going to be, you know, that will just help protect them, those edges, because they're built up quite big. So we'll talk about that though if I get to doing that. All right, guys. So that's where I'm at, what I've got to do so far. And next time we meet will be, I'll probably have most of my tags done, and then we'll just start going through the book. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, you creative people. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. And today I am going to do one of my booklets out of the Alice book. And we're going to make it a little more interesting than, you know, just an open booklet, okay? So now I had showed you where I had pulled out some and put to the side. So there are 6 with the gold tones on them, one-sided teapots. Because I couldn't remember what it was called, teapots. I kept calling them teacups, and I knew it wasn't right. And then these were the double-sided that I cut out. And so I have 6 of those. So what I thought I would do, now this is, I don't know if this company is even, I picked this up years ago. Sorry, as soon as I get on, I don't yawn. As soon as I get on, I'm yawning. This is Mohawk Via, V-I-A is the brand, and it's a linen paper, okay? Bright white linen, acid-free, and there is a, what they call a felt side, for like if you're putting it in. It is scrumptious. This paper is scrumptious. So there's one side that's very smooth and one side that has a linen texture. I don't know if you can see, but it is just, it's just scrumptious. Just scrumptious. It's so soft. But I'm going to put a couple of sheets, whoopsie, a couple of sheets of these inside my booklet, and I do have space. Let's see, it was, yeah, so it was right on this page, okay, this page right here. So we just open it up, and this first flap, it was right in this pocket right here. Okay, so I have room for probably 3 sheets in there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do 2. We're just going to do 2. First off, okay, so it is 8.5 by 11, so it matches perfectly. I just need to do the edges here, and I need to make sure that I do the right edge. So let me just get a little piece of, yeah, this one. Okay, so this is the deco side, and I'm just going to put the 2 of these together, and I have it done on all 4 corners. 1, 2, I can count up to 4. Isn't that cool? 3. Yeah, 4. Don't ask me what's next. I don't know. Gotta clean that sucker out every once in a while, or you'll end up with those little suckers all over the place. Okay, so you can put them inside of each other if that works for you, or you can just have them separated out. And it is going to hang over the edge a smidge. Let me try if I just do 1 and 1, how bad it's going to be. Well, that's really kind of almost worse. So they're not sitting inside of each other, they're just next to each other. So I don't know. If I just did 1, it still sticks out a little bit, but it's not bad. It just, that works for me. So I'm just going to put 1. Just going to put 1. I'm going to kind of center it because it is a teeny bit, just ever so slightly. I don't know if you can see the little black edge there. I mean, just a smidgen of a black edge, but it's there. And it's on both sides. It's on both sides. So instead of sewing it, I think for one sheet, we can just glue it. So I am going to take my art glitter glue with the fine tip. Come on out of there. Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, the bottle's breathing, so it must be okay. So I'm just going to write down here, right on, try and keep it nice and straight, right on the fold line. There we go. And you don't want a ton. And then just lay that right in there. Close it up. Make sure you have it just where you want it. Don't squeeze too hard because then you're going to ooze it out the sides. So we're just going to let that one kind of sit there for a second. And let's see what we can do with a little decoration. So here is the page that it's on. So if I were to put, you know, a certain decoration is going to, one is going to look better than the other. So I could do, that one's pretty. I like that one. This one's purple. There's not really a whole lot of purple. This is more with the turquoise. I still think I like this one better. And this one is a bunch of other colors. And that's got a lot of gold. Well, I think I'm going to go let me see the purple one. Okay. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And then one more time, we've got I don't like that one. So that one's definitely no. Purple's definitely no. I like this one. This is the one. The Mad Tea Party. That's the one we're going to right at the moment. Yes. Okay. So. Now I do have all my little doodads, whatnots and things. Just making sure this is down there in that center bit. So we can do this. I don't know that I would have enough paper to cover all of this. However, I did find in my Mother Goose this paper. And I mean, it is an eye catcher. But I don't know. Perfect. See that right there? Perfect for, this was Mother Goose, the Mother Goose collection. It's called Checkers. But I'm not sure I want all of it, but I think I would definitely like to have a strip, maybe. Let me see. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to go ahead and cut the barcode piece off. Again, like I said, this is in the Mother Goose collection. If you are interested. So, where do I want to cut this? Maybe right about here. That's almost 2 inches, 2 1/8. So, I can put that like that. And then maybe a little bit over. I don't want it centered. And then I'm going to center the teapot. So that's kind of nice. Have the lines off center, the teapot on center. And then I can do something else with it. Now this has got some pinks. I don't know. Let's see, what else do I have? I just don't think it calls for red or anything. Nothing, honey. So I could put a little piece of lace towards the back. Let's see. Some of this does not belong in here. In here. What else do I have here that I can utilize? Utilize. Okay. Tiny cards. I do have a lot of these little different got another clock. Would you like an adventure now, or shall we have our tea first? Yeah. I want my adventure now. I do. I want my adventure. All right. What do we have over here? Anything I can use in this one? Let's see, I have a little heart charm. Where'd you go? There, right there. Little teeny heart charm. And then I have this little black globe pin. And I'm just going to put that heart charm right there and right through a few of those little bits. So there we go. Got that little heart. It actually needs to be on, I need a, what do you call it? Yeah, that's what I need. That is what I need. Where did I put them? Oh, yes. I have a jump ring. And do I have a black jump ring? I do have a black jump ring. I like it. So, let me go ahead and put, okay, so I'm just opening my jump ring and putting this on, and then I just close the jump ring, drop the jump ring onto my globe pin, run it up through a couple of the fibers on the lace, and close it up. So there, and there's a little heart. Okay, so that'll go on there. That will be pretty. Oh, these things sometimes really kill my hands. anything else that I can use? I'm sure there is. I'm sure. Every adventure requires a first step. Okay, so we'll put that. All right. So I need my black soot, which I think I have out. Okay, what else do I have? No. I just need some black. Here's some black. And I need a little sponge. A little sponge. Come on, give me a little sponge. Doesn't really matter. This is Nuvo Hybrid Fast Drying All Surface Ink. So I just want to get a little edge on this. And I probably will use all of it, so I am just going ahead and doing all of it. So then next time I'll only have one side, probably. Okay. Ooh, that one's not working really well. Okay, so let's check this out now. And it is attached. I'm going to take my little bone folder and just give it a quick little push. And then close it this way. Oh gosh, this paper is so lovely. There we go. And then close this up nicely. All right. Okay, so we're going to cut this. And the back it says, "Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle." It moved. It moved. All right. So, we just have this one. Okay. So we're going to ink this puppy up. Ink it. Yes. We're going to glue this puppy. And I didn't want it down the center, but I wanted it close. Okay. Now this I want in the center. Let me get a little more ink on there. And I'm sorry, I'm going to do it off camera because this pad is falling apart. And I've only think it's been used once, but it's old. They just don't stay really well. So if you bought a whole ton of them, you might not be a happy camper when you go to use those old ones. They just get old and they disintegrate. All right, so we're going to try and center this. Eyeballing it. Not too bad, not too shabby. Okay. Every adventure requires a first step. I love that. And then my little bit of lace here. So I need, and boy do I need some Fabri-Tac. Now when I was up in Washington, Laurel had no Fabri-Tac. She had Fabric Fusion or something like that, and I'm not really sure who it was. I did not like it at all. So I bought her Fabri-Tac. Get home, I need Fabri-Tac. Yeah. So I have got to go to the store when I get down to Tampa, because they have all kinds of stores there. So when they get down there, I will get myself some Fabri-Tac. I've got enough to get me by right now. Now I'm going to pull this off a little ways because I do want to kind of see the gold, but I don't want to see the black. So I'm just pulling it far enough away from the card so that I can see a little bit of this gold edge that's all the way around. And this needs to come out. Ah. There we go. Ruins my fingernail polish. Ruins it, I tell you. But part of it is not wanting to, it's wanting to fold in on itself. And I don't want it to. I want it to not be folded in on itself. So then you just kind of got to make it straight. And if you do a little bit of a stretch, sometimes that really helps. Sometimes it doesn't help at all. But there. Okay, and then I've got my little heart charm. And I'm going to put this down. I've already backed it on black and cut it because I was going to use it someplace else and didn't. So, there we go. And then I just want to make sure that this is going to lay nice and flat because it is going to be on a pocket. So that is a very quick and simple way of creating a nice little booklet. You don't have to sew them, especially if you're only doing 1 or 2 pages. You just wait till it's completely dry and then you use your bone folder and just carefully make the folds in the paper. So then it opens up nicely for you. Voila. Now I'm going to pull this back. And that's another thing that you always wait until you're ending, you know, you've got used all your papers and stuff, because you can use bits and pieces to decorate these, where if you use your big pieces to decorate, then you're going to be in trouble. All right, my next one is the Tweedledum Tweedledee doodad. Okay, so it's my tea pocket Tweedledum and Tweedledee, where you can see the black and their feet are attached. I'm sorry I can't get it any further up. Let me move my camera a little bit. So their feet are glued down, so it comes down to about there. Okay, so that is the next one that we're going to do. So that is on this page. And again, I want to have that nice edge on there, and I've got a piece already. So I'm just going to use my deco and do the same thing. This just gives everybody a little place to write a few fun things down, or more places to put pictures if they just have a boatload of pictures. So it's just a fun, easy way of expanding, and you're really not adding a huge amount. Let me move this up just a little bit. You're really not adding a huge amount of bulk, so that, oopsie, there we go. So you're just going to get it on there and let it sit. So we can figure out what we're going to put on this one. And again, oh, hold on, let me get this one back. So I did use one of these. I wanted to also use one of these in here. So probably like maybe on the back, I will put the same deco tip on here. I'm going to ink it off camera. Oh, it just gets everywhere. Everywhere, it's everywhere. So I'm just going to set this on two sides, so we'll have a nice little tuck. And I'm just going to line that right up against the edge. And there we go. Okay, so then once that dries, tell ya. So once this dries, then you'll be able to take one of these and slide it in there. And I think this one, should I put the purple on? No. Let's see, what else do I have that I like with that? So there. So that gives you just that much more. And there. Perfect! And then back over to this one. Okay, so now you don't have to do the T's. You can do one of these as well. So let me show you where this one's going to be. We're going to flip this page. We're going to flip this page. And again, it's Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And this is what you're seeing. These will be black to save on paper, but also black looks good and it kind of calms everything down. So I'm leaving the black. So there's lots of black in these. So let's see. So here is one, the rabbit, and it's on black. The rest of these are a little more colorful. We do have that rabbit as well. And we have a T that we can put there. And yeah, we can do whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can do, for sure. Maybe this one. Yeah, so that's what we'll do on this one. And I could, let me straighten this out. So I have this. So I'm going to cut this in half. And I'm going to put right in the center. And then center this. Okay, so that will look cute, right? And then I'll decorate it up a little bit and I will put the back pieces in. I'm trying not to open this too much because I do want that glue to dry before we mess with it. So there is that one. And I'm just going to set it right back into that page. And I want to go to this next one. I don't remember if I had anything in here or not. This is just a nice frame. Okay, and then this is just blank. We do have another sheet here. So I probably will have enough paper to decorate this a little bit more. And I think space-wise, I will be able to do that. So I'm just going to leave this on the back burner because I think I will do that. But I do have this booklet. Now this booklet, I didn't cut the corners at all, so I will not cut the corners. Oh, did I have a booklet in here? I have this and that and a tag. So no. No booklet in my corner closure one. This is the back page, and I have 2 mats and a booklet. So this booklet needs a little something something in it. And let's see. This little fella, oh dear, I shall be late because he's going to be late for tea. So we could figure out a way of putting him in here, probably cutting the outer edge out. And then I could, well, even though it's faced that way, we could do it this way. And then have a tag in there, and we can get a piece of paper and do the same thing. Oh, this paper is just so lovely. So I'm going to make a mark here as to where I want to cut it. Pencil, please. Okay, so we're going to cut it on the inside of that line. All right. And we're going to do the same thing as long as I am happy with the fit. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Nice, slender line right down the center of your score line. If you come off the score line, wipe it off, do it again. You know, don't put your paper where if it comes off the score line, because then it's going to glue the paper to your black, and you don't want that. You want just the paper in the score line area to be glued, no place else. Got to bring this down just a smidge. Nope, that didn't move. That didn't move. Okay. There we go. It's a little, I don't want to say crooked, because I don't think it's crooked. You do want to make sure that you're getting it down in that fold, or the glue that you put down there is not going to do a darn thing. Okay. And once you're sure it's right where you want it, go ahead and burnish it. Leave it alone for a moment. Now, I am going to go ahead and cut off this brownish, darker brownish edge. Okay. You know, I read something the other day that said, if your friends are comfortable in silence, then you've got really good friends. You know, that you don't have to entertain and fill them constantly. Which, of course, I go constantly anyway. But this has kind of given me... This is one thing my girlfriend and I spoke about. She said, you don't have to talk the entire time the video's on. She knows me so well. She said, you can just be silent for a little while. It's okay. That, you know, they're not going to like go, oh, she's boring. She's not saying anything. Because I will say enough stuff. She said, just try it. So, of course, I was trying it, and I'm catching myself humming and and yeah, so because silence is so hard for me. Oh, now when I get into a vehicle, I don't I don't have the music on. I guess it's because I'm a chronic migraine sufferer, but the car is like silent, except I'm talking all the time, or I'm working something out in my brain, because I can totally build an entire book in my brain. I can hold on to it. I can remember what I want to do. I'm starting to notice a little bit now that if I don't write it down, if I don't draw myself a little picture of it, I'm like, what was that? Anyway, so that gets us through the booklets. And, you know, I still have all the tags and stuff to do, but I wanted to bring you along for a little bit of it because I don't know that I've really ever, well, in a long time, haven't brought you along for that final walkthrough. So, I don't know. You may get another one before the final walkthrough. You may not. I don't know. It's all how much time I have and what else I need to get done. So, that's about it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.